How's it going, my peeps? I'm here with the Raw results / highlights and review video. I'm gonna go over tonight's Raw results, some highlights, and give you guys my thoughts on the show. So, it all kicks off with John Cena coming out to the ring, saying it's a special night tonight, and that tonight we welcome back The Rock, and in less than 3 weeks, he's gonna enter the Rumble. Dolph Ziggler interrupts. They go back and forth on the microphone, which also leads to Dolph Ziggler announcing that he's also going to be in the Rumble, and he says his main goal is to make sure John Cena doesn't win it. Eventually, John Cena challenges Dolph Ziggler to come down to the ring since Dolph was on the stage, and Big E grabs the microphone from Dolph, and he pretty much accepts the challenge for Dolph, which Dolph didn't look too happy about that. But Dolph's music then hits, so he goes down to the ring for a match against John Cena, and it was a really great match. I really enjoyed the matchup. You had Dolph Ziggler counting so many of John Cena's moves. You had Dolph counting the 5-knuckle shuffle, counting the AA twice, counted a bunch of moves. At one point, I think the first time John Cena went for the AA, Dolph countered that into the zigzag. And then the second time, Cena went for his finisher, Dolph countered it into a super kick. So Dolph hits the zigzag, he goes for the cover, Cena kicks out. The second time, Dolph, counters it into a super kick, goes for the cover once again, Cena kicks out. Eventually also locks on the sleeper holds, but obviously, John Cena does not tap out. And then at some point, it was actually when Dolph had that sleeper hold on, John Cena took Dolph Ziggler off of him and kind of pushed him off backwards or whatever, and that caused Dolph to bump into the referee and take him out. Now, keep in mind, before that spot, before the referee got taken out, Big E and AJ were at ringside with Dolph, and they kept interfering, so the referee kicked them out. Now, once the referee got taken down, Big E came back out, and he hit his finisher on John Cena, so now that's 4 finishers if you count the sleeper hold. Dolph goes for the cover, and the referee was still down, so another referee came out, and because of that, there was a delay between Big E hitting his finisher on Cena and the referee coming out, so there was time for John Cena to recover. But anyways, John Cena kicks out of that too, and then John Cena hits the A, gets the victory. So, I did enjoy the matchup, but I just don't like the fact that it's Dolph hit 4 finishers, well, Dolph himself hit 2 finishers, 3 if you count the sleeper hold, and Big E hit his finisher, but John Cena kicked out of all of that. And, you can't kick out of his sleeper hold, but he got out of it, and Dolph got hit with 1 AA, and he lost the matchup. Anyways, like I said, I liked the match. After that, they had a Divas title match between Eve and Kaitlyn, and Kaitlyn was about to win the matchup, but Eve, once again, she just gets out of the ring, grabs her championship, and leaves, and gets counted out. So, winner by countout, Kaitlyn, but still champion, Eve Torres. And then they had Santino backstage with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Santino saying that his favorite matchup was WrestleMania 3 when Ricky the Dragon Steamboat faced off against Macho Man. And he also starts talking about when he was IC champion. And then Barrett interrupts, says that, they've got a match tonight, Santino and Barrett. He also says Ricky the Dragon Steamboat is nothing but an old man now. And then he leaves, and then Ricky tells Santino he's got an idea, and he wants to be at Santino's corner tonight, or at ringside in Santino's corner for his match against Wade Barrett. And then you had Matt Striker interviewing Randy Orton backstage about the Rumble match, but then 3MB interrupt Randy, and they announce that they're going to be in the Rumble match, and one of them is going to main event WrestleMania. Randy then asks them which one of them is going to face him tonight in the matchup. Slater says he can pick any one of them, and then Randy picks Heath. And then he says after tonight, Slater's not going to be playing the air guitar anymore, he's going to be playing the harp. After that, we had Team Hell No versus Damien, Sandow, and Cody Rhodes. During the match, at some point, Kane was going to go for his, top rope clothesline, and he kind of botched it. Well, he didn't botch the actual move, but before he hit the move, when he was on the top rope, his leg fell off the rope twice, but eventually hit it. Towards the end, though, Daniel Bryan was going for his, signature backflip in the corner, but he landed, in the wrong fashion on his knee or whatever. So then Damien Sandow and Cody start working on his knee, and eventually Cody just kicks Daniel Bryan in the knee, hits a crossroads, and gets the victory for his team. The match was non-title, so still the champions, Daniel Bryan and Kane, but the winners of the matchup, Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow. And then the next match was Randy versus Heath Slater. 3MB interfered in the matchup, But Randy won nonetheless with an RKO. After the matchup, Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre attacked Randy, but he gave an RKO to both of them, thus taking out every single member of 3MB. And then they had Wade Barrett versus Santino, pretty quick matchup. Wade Barrett wins with a bullhammer elbow. After the match, Steamboat is checking on Santino, and Wade Barrett's about to get out of the ring, but then he notices that Steamboat is checking on Santino. So he gets back in the ring, and it looked like he was about to hit the bullhammer elbow on Steamboat, but Steamboat then finds out Wade Barrett was going to go for that, bullhammer elbow. So Wade Barrett stops in his tracks and smiles and just leaves the ring. After that, you have a backstage segment with Sheamus getting interviewed by Matt Striker, who asks Sheamus if Sheamus thinks he can win the world title in 18 seconds once again. Sheamus says he doesn't know. He says he knows he can win the Rumble and main event WrestleMania or something like that, but he doesn't know if he can do it in win the world title in 18 seconds once again. Then 3MB come up to him and he makes fun of them and says, how about we all get in the ring and sing Danny Boy or something like that. He then starts singing, and that's pretty much it for that segment. After that, it was Antonio Cesaro versus the Great Khali, non-title matchup, and Antonio Cesaro wins with the neutralizer. It was pretty much the same ending to the main event match they had, where Antonio hit that springboard uppercut, followed by the neutralizer. The crowd actually popped for that neutralizer when he lifted Khali up. After that match, you had a segment where Ryan Maddox once again comes up to Paul Heyman, offers him some help, but Paul Heyman refuses and, insults him and stuff like that. And then they had Sheamus versus 3MB in a handicap match, so it's Sheamus, 1-on-3 basically. Sheamus hit the bro kick on every single one of them. In the end, he hits a bro kick on Jinder Mahal to get the victory. After that match, we actually have the TLC match between Ryback and CM Punk. They show like a promo package or video package of the feud between the two. And moving on to the actual matchup, there wasn't anything really crazy in the matchup. You had CM Punk going through a table, and that actually split his back open. He was, he was bleeding from his lower back. You had Ryback going through a table because he was charging CM Punk, but CM Punk got out of the way, so he crashed through the table. And at some point, I almost forgot this, but Ryback hit the military press on CM Punk on a ladder, and that ladder kind of bended, so they can use that anymore, so they use another ladder. So in the end, Ryback was climbing the ladder. He was about to win the championship while CM Punk was down and out outside after Ryback threw him to the outside through a table. And then the lights go out before Ryback grabs the championship. And then when the lights come back on, the Shield are on the other side of the ladder. I think it was Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, on the other side of the ladder. They're attacking Ryback. Ryback takes them out. And then Roman Reigns takes Ryback off the ladder, but Ryback clotheslines Roman Reigns out of the ring, throws the other two members out of the ring, but eventually they hit the triple powerbomb on Ryback through a table on the outside, and under that table was one of the steel steps. CM Punk eventually gets back up, climbs the ladder, grabs the championship, and retains his title in the TLC match. So champion CM Punk is going to move on and defend the title against The Rock at the Rumble. And then backstage you have Matt Striker trying to talk to CM Punk. Punk tells him that before The Rock comes out tonight and talks, he's going to come out and lay another pipe bomb or drop another pipe bomb. Anyways, afterwards you have Daniel Bryan and Kane backstage. They're arguing. Vicky comes up to them and tells them that they're going to have a follow-up evaluation by Dr. Shelby next week, and then they continue arguing. After that, you get Kofi Kingston versus The Big Show, and that was like one of the shortest matches I've ever seen. Probably not as short as that 18-second match at WrestleMania between Sheamus and Daniel Bryan, but it was pretty damn short. You had pretty much the only offensive move in the matchup. Well, Kofi Kingston hit a couple kicks on the Big Show in the corner, and then the referee was kind of separating both Kofi and Big Show, and while he was separating both guys, Big Show, in between, still with the referee in between him and Kofi, I believe, he hit the knockout punch on Kofi. That's the only move he hit, goes for the cover, and wins the match show. So yeah, pretty quick match. I guess they just wanted to put Big Show, world champ, on TV, even if it meant just a quick-ass match like that one. But I do think, though, they should have maybe given the Big Show somebody else as an opponent, apart from Kofi Kingston because, you know, the guy was IC champ like, what, a week ago? So, and now he freaking lost a match that quick against the Big Show. Now, yeah, he did get, you know, hit by the knockout punch, but still. Anyways, afterwards, you have CM Punk coming out, and he cuts a long-ass promo. But I'll say this, I did like the promo. He pointed out some things like, you know, Daniel Bryan, guys like John Cena, you know, he might have had the worst year, like the worst 2012, but he gets title shot after title shot after title shot, while guys like Daniel Bryan and Tyson Kidd and stuff like that didn't really get as many opportunities as John Cena. I'm trying to summarize the promo here just because it was so long. Anyways, eventually, The Rock comes out after, you know, CM Punk talking for a while, and they go back and forth, and I think that was even longer. It was a long-ass promo, you know, when it was just CM Punk on his own, and then The Rock came out, and that was a long-ass promo too. And The Rock was pretty much saying the same thing over and over again. To summarize the promo, he was saying that in 20 days, time's up, he's going to win the championship, it's been 10 years, and now he's going to be WWE champion again, and that he came back to entertain the people, to stop CM Punk and become the WWE champion. And he talks about how CM Punk failed to do this, failed to bring change, even failed to provide ice cream for the people, which he, you know, promised to do. And then towards the end, The Rock hits a rock bottom on CM Punk to pretty much end the show. Show ends with The Rock celebrating and his music hitting. And that's pretty much it for Raw. So, what did I think about tonight's show? Well, I enjoyed the first match of the show. That was a great way to kick off the show. Really did enjoy John Cena versus Dolph. But like I said, I didn't enjoy the fact that John Cena freaking kicked out of 4 finishers, while Dolph couldn't kick out of 1. And as far as the rest of the show, it was okay. The CM Punk promo, I did like the promo, but after The Rock came out, it just went on way too long. And especially with The Rock freaking repeated the same stuff over and over again. He's like, okay, and in 20 days, I'm going to win that championship. But in 20 days, I'm going to win that championship. No, he didn't actually say that, but he was freaking repeating himself a lot. But anyways, if I have to give the show a rating, I'd probably give it a 6.5 on 10, maybe 7, just because I guess The Rock returned. But like I said, it was a really repetitive promo. So, as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate a like, really helps me out. With that said, I'm out, guys, see ya.